Hello! Are you considering of coming here in Canada? I'm gonna give you 5 of the most common ways to immigrate here in Canada. Watch my video.
First is Express Entry. The Canadian government offers 3 programs for the Express Entry category for those who have specialized experience, education, and talents in the various working fields. This program allows Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada or the IRCC to invite qualified candidates to apply for permanent residence, which can be done online. The 3 programs for the Express Entry category are the following: CEC or the Canadian Experience Class. Number 2 is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, and number 3 is the Federal Skilled Trade Program. Now let's take a look at each of them. Canadian Experience Class or the CEC. This immigration program allows individuals who have worked in Canada for the minimum of 1 year to permanently immigrate. CEC applicants must meet the following criteria. Number 1. Have a minimum of 12 months of full-time or a combination of part-time work, skilled work experience in Canada over the past 3 years while on a valid work permit. The work must be done in one of more occupations under the classification of skill type 0, A, or B under the National Occupational Classification or the one called NOC. The applicant must also meet the language levels required for the job for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. With this, no job offer or education proof is required. Federal Skilled Worker Program. This program allows skilled workers with foreign experience to permanently immigrate to Canada. Applicants must meet the following criteria: have at least 1 year of continuous work within the last 10 years. The work must be done in one or more occupations under classification of skill type 0, A, or B under the National Occupational Classification or the NOC. Applicant must also meet language levels required for the job for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. No job offer is required, but secondary education is required. Federal Skilled Trades Program. Applicants for this program must meet the following criteria: have at least 2 years of experience within the last 5 years. The work must be done in a skilled trade under the groups of NOCB. Meet language levels required for the job for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. No education is required, but a valid full-time job offer for at least 1 year or a government-issued certificate of qualification in that skilled trade is necessary. Second is the Provincial Nominee Program. This program is for candidates who have the skills, education, and work experience to contribute to the economy of a specific province or territory, want to live in the province, and who want to become a permanent resident of Canada. This program involves the nomination of immigrants for permanent residence, and the nominees must possess certain skills or experience to fill voids in the local job market or are planning to purchase or start a business. Each province and territory has its own immigration programs that target specific groups as well as criteria for applicants to meet. The application process will depend on the particular provincial nominee program stream being applied for and may only allow for an online application through express entry or require a paper-based process. Medical exam and police check will be required regardless of where the applicant plans to live in Canada. Remember, Quebec does not have a provincial nominee program. Third is the Quebec Selected Skilled Workers. Just a heads up, this is the program that we use to come here in Canada. This immigration program is for workers who possess the education, skills, and relevant work experience that can contribute to the local economy and want to become permanent Canadian residents in Quebec. This province has a special agreement on immigration with the Canadian government as well as its own rules for selecting immigrants for the program. Applicants must apply to the Quebec government for the CSQ or the Quebec Selection Certificate. If the province gives you a CSQ, you will need to apply to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada for permanent Canadian residents. The application cost for this program starts at $1,325 and the processing time can take anywhere from 15 to 17 months. Biometrics may be required with this application. Fourth is the student to permanent resident pathway. I know a lot of Filipino and Indian citizens actually using this program, commonly used by those who are not yet married. With student to permanent resident pathway, you're gonna be starting with studying, where you will start from having a student visa to postgraduate work permit and to permanent residency under the Federal School Worker Program. At this, first you need to secure a study permit by applying to a designated learning institution found in the website, depending on which province you want to study. And then after that, you apply for the program that qualifies you for the PGWP or the Postgraduate Working Permit at the end of the program. So PGWP allows you to work in the field of your study to get a work experience. The next is that you apply for Canadian Experience class and get your permanent residency. Remember, you must apply to a designated learning institution and secure your letter of acceptance and or admission letter and your student visa as well. The fifth and the easiest pathway is the family sponsorship. If you want to sponsor your spouse, kids, parents, and grandparents to be with you in Canada, this is the right thing to do. This is one of the most common ways for people to immigrate to Canada and obtain permanent residency, to sponsor or to be sponsored by a family member. The person sponsoring you must meet the following criteria. Should be at least 18 years old, be a Canadian citizen, permanent resident of Canada, or a person registered in Canada as an Indian under the Canadian Indian Act. If you are sponsoring a spouse, partner, or dependent children, you must show that you can financially support them. They should not be in a position to require social assistance from the government. If your family does need provincial social assistance, you will be responsible for repaying it during the time of undertaking or while you are considered their sponsor. Your dependent children must be under the age of 22 years and not be married or have a common law partner. However, they may qualify over the age of 22 years if they are incapable of financially supporting themselves because of a mental or physical condition and have been dependent on you for financial support since before they were 22 years of age. So guys, in this video, I was just showing to you the 5 most common ways or pathway to come here in Canada. It's gonna be up to you. What are you gonna decide, or which pathway do you wanna use? It depends into your budget, your timeline, and where you wanna be in Canada. Remember, there's just a lot of ways to come here in Canada. So don't lose hope. Believe that you're gonna be able to achieve it. And I'm gonna see you here in Canada.